That even in so-called Senate climb is not every matter.
Standard practice is not compulsory.
Shown.
All right, the Zamfara State chapter of the All Progressive Congress, APC, is in the eye of another storm. The APC in the state has constituted an 11-man committee to investigate allegations against some of its members who engaged in anti-party activities during the 2023 general elections in the state. Meanwhile, the national leadership of the All Progressive Congress, APC, has voided the expulsion of former Governor of Gombe State, Danjuma Goje, from the party, pending a review and decision of the National Working Committee, NWC. The party said Goje is a bona fide member of the party. Let's start from this committee for anti-party activity, because the dynamics, the political dynamics in Zamfara State just took a kind of dramatic turn since that 2019 election. There's not, you cannot just say this is where things are going. And after they succeeded in stopping the All Progressive Congress from running across the board, the governorship, National Assembly and everything in that 2019 that ushered in the administration of Matawale, the situation has been dramatic.
Yeah, as I've said on one of the episodes of this program, what happened in Zamfara is clearly a case of APC working against APC. I've heard people say, oh, the governor was not popular, the governor is this. It's APC that worked against APC. In any case, people like Dauda Lawal, who won the election on the platform of PDP, was in the APC up till sometime last year, maybe up till even April. And he was one of the APC members who came together to resist the attempt by Governor Yari to ensure that the bulk of the people who got elected on the platform of the party were people from his own group. You know, the argument at that time was, oh, we did consensus. But Dauda Lawal and other people like Kabiru Marafa, they insisted that there was no consensus, and they went to court. Kabiru Marafa was the face of the people who went to court, but Dauda Lawal was also one of them. Now, there is also the issue of Sani Ahmed Yerima Bakura, who was godfather to Yari, godfather to even this Matawale was his commissioner, I think commissioner for environment also. Yerima didn't want Matawale to reconcile with Yari. He opposed it. He was not happy that at the end of the day, they found a way to reconcile, you know. And there were people who felt that Kabiru Marafa, having done his best to ensure that his party did not get anything in 2019, because even after the appeal court in Sokoto allowed the election to happen, and APC won across board with Mutari Shehu Koguda Guso becoming the governor-elect, Kabiru Marafa still went to Supreme Court, and he was gloating about it. He was happy. He even came on one of the TV stations to boast that I told Mr. President that I will go to court, this and that. Now,
he wanted to bring the house down.
Yes, he said he succeeded. He went for, he contested for Senate. They made sure he didn't win. In fact, it's at the election moved into what you call Iran. They still ensured that he didn't win. So some of these people in the APC, it's like, you are my friend. I know some in the APC Zamfara who are close to, what's his name? Who are close to Dauda Lawal. There's no way they will not want to assist him because they are all, it's like the same family contesting against one another. So those angry with Kabiru Marafa, some of them were also not happy with Matawale because Matawale is the beneficiary of their own inability to become, to assume the positions after they had won election. So they waited for Matawale, made sure that they worked against the party. I can vouch for Yari that Yari did his best. I saw some of the efforts that he made. But his own boys, Yari's supporters, were not committed. They were not effectively reconciled. You can reconcile people, but the pain of contesting and having won election, you are looking at government house and suddenly a court case, ensure you didn't get there, is very difficult to take. Let's tell ourselves.
Just came from nowhere, and changed the destiny.
Now the same people behind the court case, you are seeing them in office, they want to contest, and you are in position, you still have the clout, you have supporters, you are in position to stop them.
So it's a payback time too.
That is what anybody who says that these people did not work against one another. I'm not surprised that they set up a committee, that the parties, because that was Zamfara was very, very brazen. It was clear.
Politics. But it is expected. Why it is expected, to just continue from what you stopped, is that APC, Zamfara used to be an APC state. They won the election. But because of a court order, PDP now became the government in power in Zamfara. But Matawale now left PDP to come to APC. So, by doing that, he has denied people, the original power brokers within APC, of their rights and privileges that they used to enjoy before he came in. So, there is a division ab initio, and there is no way they will support him. Because, like he said, when they won an election, it was a court case that made them to lose power. And then in losing power, there is no way they can give their support to Matawale. Yes, Matawale did his best, but it's just that it's a continuation of what happened 4 years ago. It's just that Matawale is now in APC instead of being the beneficiary in APC. So that's what Lawal has done now. And instead of investigating this anti-party, I would rather advise the party to use this committee to see how they can find lasting peace in Zamfara. Or else, they will continue to fight themselves.
So that they can regain the...
Yeah, so that they can regain the state. If not, they will continue to fight themselves, and they will make PDP the beneficiary of that they are in fighting.
Look at Sani Jaji, for example. Sani Jaji is an influential member of the House of Reps, is contesting, but he's also a good friend of Dauda Lawal. He's a good friend of Dauda Lawal. So that's why many people are convinced that he must have helped his friend in the course of the election. I don't have the facts, but I know a big APC member who told the supporters not to vote for the candidate. That was even during the presidential election.
Okay.
He told his people not to vote for the candidates of the party. He knew that people like Kabiru Marafa were there, and he showed his own ballot paper to people. See, this is where I voted. Vote against the party. And they went out. It was well known that he did it. When Yari and Co. reconciled, a good number of his supporters were telling him that, no, we do not agree, because they had made up their minds to avenge what happened.
For you.
Okay, to take us further, to give us further insight, I have Yusuf Idris, Zamfara APC Committee Chairman on Anti-Party Activities, joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Can you please just give us what is happening in APC within in Zamfara State? Keep up to speed, the latest development.
As you have said earlier, I'm the chairman of to find out and also to come out with a resolution and proper solutions on how the party is going to move. I want to correct an impression by Baba Jibe. Zamfara State APC did not lose election. It was rigged out of the elections. So for people to understand. So about the issue of anti-party activities, the committee is formed not to withstand anybody. It's about because we have received a large number of petitions against our party forward at all levels. So the party has to constitute a committee that is going to find out the true situation of all the petitions. Because someone may not just sit down and write a petition against a party member, and the party will take a decision without digging in and find out the actual happening and also the allegations against any party member. So it's not an issue of witch hunting or fighting within the party. So that is why the party formed a 11-man committee that are going to look into all the petitions. And also we have even make an announcement over our radio stations that anybody that has a petition or a complaint about any party member, you should put it written and put to the committee. And if someone is ever ready to come and make an oral testimony for the committee, we are going to start this coming Wednesday on how we are going to listen on all the parties before even thinking on what to do and next line of action.
Okay, Madam Idris, do you have the power as the chairman of the committee to summon any APC member, whether it is Yarima Bakura or former Governor Abdulaziz Yari? Do you have the power to summon them to come and defend themselves in case there are allegations against them?
In as much as they are party members, we have the power to invite them. They are not above the party. The party is supreme above everybody. Except if they are not party members. Maybe they have quit before the time or anything else. You understand? In as far as they are still an APC members, the party chapter of the state constitutes a committee. So we are going to work under the mandatory of the state party. It's not as an individual. We are going to work as an APC members and also APC leaders who are going to investigate a committee, set rules of the society to find out those who have anything doubting of anti-party activities. So we have the power to summon them, invite them, and it's not an issue of inviting them to embarrass them or anything else. We are coming up with more modalities on how the committee is going to work properly. It's not an issue because we want to unite the party. We don't want to destroy the party. Okay.
You said earlier that the party did not lose the election, that the party was rigged out. We need you to shed light on this.
If you go by the pronouncement made by the returning officer, before making the pronouncement, they were given about 6 hours or 7 to go and change the result. If you go into the BBAS, you see APC won the election. If you go to the IRF, you see APC won. Even the INEC certified true copy. But the result was later altered and changed to benefit the cabals who have any motive against the Governor Matawalli because of the role he played during the Naira redesign policy and swap. That is the only thing. That is only the governor. That is why they may go ahead and do it. And we have all the evidence. That is why the party went to court to challenge what they have done, illegal declaration of the governor-elect.
So, do you have sufficient evidence to show that indeed the APC was the rightful winner of that election? And second, the governor said the military was used to suppress votes of APC members. Where did the military actually did this?
The military perpetrated, the military who was deployed to Zamfara State to perpetrate that act, they covered from Gusau, City King Hotel.
Yes.
From there, there was a large number of military up to the 58 houses. After the 58 houses, when you reach about another quarters, 100 houses, all over the INEC positions is military. And what they did was they not allowed any APC member access to the INEC headquarters. But when you go inside, you find out about large number of PDP supporters who are inside. And the result was changed in collaboration with a National Assembly member, Kabiru Mepales, and retired Colonel Balamande, and the senator-elect. They are among the people who have changed the results in collaboration with the military. And all the military who perpetrated that act were red-banded hands. They are using one red-handed band. We have the pictures, we have everything. And that is why we have now decided to go to the court and challenge the illegal acts of declaration of the governor-elect.
I find it interesting that APC is the ruling government in the state. APC is the ruling government in the federal. Then why is it so easy for the opposition to change results when it's a APC government that is APC government that's in power? Why is it so easy for them to be able to achieve that?
You see, the issue of it is not an issue of PDP and APC. The issue I have told you earlier is the issue of cabals and Governor Matawalli. The crime of Matawalli is supporting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu 100%. That is the crime of Matawalli. And the cabals, without the knowledge of the Mr. President, they use the excessive powers of the President to use a military against the Governor of Zamfara State.
Well,
are you with me?
Yes. So what is the duration of this committee? How much time do you have?
The committee has 2 months to submit its report.
Okay.
2 months.
Yeah.
How is the... Yes, we can say that Dawda Lawal is about to take office. What are the chances of APC reclaiming power, especially now that the people of Gusau, what they have been looking for years, finally they produced the governor? Do you have the chance of reclaiming power?
We are going to reclaim our lost, our stolen mandate.
Okay. Dr. Abim Malam Yusuf Idris, thank you for your intervention. I wanted to say we leave the evidence and everything to the tribunal, and he's so sure that they'll get justice in court. So in the next 180 days or so, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll see how things will pan out in Zamfara State, because it's been quite dramatic, I must tell you. The second leg of this discussion is Governor Danjuma Goje. What is happening in that state?
Danjuma and the current governor have not been on good terms at all. And the reason for this, I find it difficult to explain, because the current governor was in his cabinet. I don't know why it keeps happening. Dan Kwambo too was brought to office by Danjuma Goje, but they fell out ultimately. They fell out, and in the end, Danjuma Goje left the PDP for APC. So I know that Asiwaju took great steps to resolve the conflict between Danjuma Goje and the current governor. But it's like the current governor has made up his mind to expel his former godfather from the party, along with another senator too, because they accused them of working against the party during the election, both the National Assembly election and the presidential election. But you know, they didn't even want to give Goje the ticket. He took the intervention of powerful APC leaders before they eventually gave him the ticket. But the quarrel has not ended.
Did he win his re-election to the Senate?
He won.
He won his own.
He won his own. but he is accused of working against the party in many ways. So I think that let's tell ourselves the truth. There were too many anti-party activities by APC members in this election.
Yeah.
Even in Aso Rock, you see people working against the presidential candidate of their party.
Yeah.
You know, bare-faced anti-party activity. So the party has to find a way to solve this problem. Otherwise, the party is doomed. You know,
we have opposition within the party.
yes, the party is doomed if it does not find a way to punish people who did anti-party with, I mean, in your face kind of anti-party activity, where doing it without even caring.
No remorse.
Yes, so without looking back. So the party has to find a way. In many places, this thing happened. That of Benue, they are talking about it. The party said that people like Barnabas Gemade were involved in anti-party activity.
Former governor.
Yes, so, but the party leadership intervened again with the intention of stopping him from being punished, you know, stopping Gemade and others from being punished. Something needs to be done everywhere across all levels.
But
I wanted to bring you back to the issue of Danjuma Goje. It seems it's like a Bola Tinubu that succeeded in doing this thing in Lagos, and after that time, it's been having its way all through and through. Every other place, that model has, you know, there's been a kind of
yes, there's no
fallback.
doubt that Goje is a godfather in the state. There's no doubt about that. But that cannot justify anti-party. And the problem that they have in APC is that if a godfather or a state or a top person in the party does not have his way in installing or picking those that he wanted,
You will go and work.
he will go and work against the candidate of the party.
What kind of party?
The party is important that the party must face reality and tell these people that you cannot do that. The interest of the party is supreme. The last time we were discussing with the chairman of that committee in Zamfara, he mentioned that, it is the cabal that worked against the governor. You understand? And we hear that all the time. You will hear that cabal, even within the presidency, work against the candidate of the party. You will see the people
going to another party,
coming out publicly, coming out
another
publicly
party
to say, look,
and still
I'm
a member
going
of
to
APC.
support the presidential candidate of the party, but I'm not going to support the governorship candidate of the party. I have another candidate in another party. That is unacceptable.
It's only in APC that I see.
It's only in APC that happens. Because I can understand people who suspended Goje, because Goje actually worked against the party. So, and you cannot expect these governors to accept things like that. But I don't know how the NEC is going to do it, or the National Working Committee of the party will do it. But they must find a way of punishing those who do anti-party.
And ultimately, it almost affected on the larger scale.
Yeah.
It almost affected Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
Because when you look at the results,
Not for
areas that it was meant to have won.
If not for
Yes.
if not for the political capital that he had reaped over the years, the rate at which they worked against him, Look at even the people that look at Nwajuba. Nwajuba will call himself APC member till today. He lost. He brought 2 cases, lost up to Supreme Court. He still went another case that he had no hand in. He still went to court trying to appeal a case that the original owners did not appeal against Tinubu.
That's bad belly
I don't understand.
within the party.
Look at somebody, governorship candidate of APC in Rivers State. He congratulated Asiwaju on social media. He quickly took it down.
Yeah.
They were not seen in any way campaigning for the candidate of their party. Just they were campaigning for themselves. But the candidate of their party, you will not catch them anywhere where they openly were campaigning for. Just because of Rotimi Amechi. Rotimi Amechi was said to be the candidate of some members of the cabal. And he felt that he was entitled to win the primaries.
And he lost,
but he didn't have the
in a
numbers.
woeful way.
He didn't have the numbers. Just the same way the VP didn't have the numbers. If you don't have the number, you can't win the numbers, you can't win an election. And once you have lost, as a good party man,
They never recovered.
No,
last year.
they never recovered.
That fatal blow, they never recovered.
They never recovered.
Because they know that they can always get away with it.
Yes.
That's why the
But some will not even work against, some will not openly work against the party. In their heart, the animosity remained.
Yeah.
They did not show up in any rally.
Yes. We know them.
We know them. They did not show up in any rally. Are those ones party men? No matter what you feel. I remember that, you know what Faleke once did that made Asiwaju to like him. He told Asiwaju, he said, if you don't want me to contest again, tell me, I'm ready today to
Relinquish
all my structures. Let us go and work for
anybody.
that person. And the man looked at him and said, this is loyalty to party personified. And he said, no, continue, he said. At that point, his attitude made the man to say, go ahead.
All right, we have to leave it there.